Hey friends, welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge, and I've got a package that came directly from White Mountain Knives. I order knives from White Mountain Knives most of the time, and if they're knives that I believe will easily pass the border inspection into Canada, I get them sent directly to me. So I've got Backlock knives in here, I've got fixed blades in here. I might have a slip joint, I don't remember. I ordered these a while ago. I got these a little while ago too, and it just didn't fit my schedule to do the unboxing. So I'm recording this now and I'll post it when I post it, but let's take a look inside and see what we got here. By the way, you can save 10% at White Mountain Knives with the coupon code CCE. That's Canadians ordering this kind of stuff, Americans, so wherever you live in the world, if you're ordering from White Mountain Knives, you do that. Some brands don't allow discounts on their items, and so the 10% discount might not automatically show up for certain brand items, but you can always email Justin, he's the owner of White Mountain Knives, afterwards. Tell him your order number and tell him, hey, you'd like to get that discount, and he'll give it to you. It's just he can't make it automatic because there's certain brand names that don't allow discounts, but this is the way it works. It's a secret. What are we going to open this up with? This is the Schnitzel Kvar. And yeah, I've been carrying this. I've been liking it. I mentioned something about the pocket clip in the video, and I've heard since that other than the first production run, the newer ones have got a newer pocket clip. Not this one. I borrowed this one off of, was it a Sanren Mew knife or rake knife? I don't remember exactly right now. Anyhow, a deep carry clip that worked quite well. I've still got the original clip on the other one that I have, and I've been liking this thing more and more as I use it. This is a rock solid backlock knife. If you want a user, something that you're actually going to use and not just look pretty in your hand and not just to fidget with, this might be a knife that you should consider. And I will be doing the full review before too terribly long, so there you go. By the way, I reviewed the rack from Berserk Knives recently, that little Sax, the modern version of the Sax. Oh. And some people were thinking, they'd like a mid-size version between the two that I showed you, like the little one, and then I got that one that's a foot long. Well, I didn't have it. I showed pictures of it. And yeah, they've got a mid-size version, so a version in between those two sizes coming out. And when they come out with it, I'll be getting one to review here as well, so that'll be good. Oh, yeah, got something from Rake Knives. And there we go. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So let's put this, yeah, very, very happy with that thing so far. So we've got something from Harnds. We got something from Kubey. We've got something from Rake Knives, and I've reviewed a lot of their stuff. And TwoSun, this is clearly a kitchen knife. And I guess I was mistaken. I thought I was ordering a cleaver. Did I just totally get all messed up? I'll have to check the numbers on the order. And that's on there pretty tight with that tape. So let's just do it that way. So there's a piece of plastic, a guard, so that I'll take that out of there, but we'll see. So yeah, we've got a chef's knife here. This is RAHE design, a little bit of oil on there, 14C28N, TS866, and yeah. I did give, sometimes when I order knives from White Mountain Knives, I give Justin a selection of knives that I want to choose from, because as a reviewer, I email him the order instead of doing it online. So sometimes by the time he processes it, an item might be out of stock. And so I think this was my second choice. Yeah. I got to get something to wipe this oil off. I don't want that oil all over my fingers. I'll be right back. Okay, I've just wiped the oil off. I haven't washed it off or anything, so there's still some oil on there, so it's a bit extra shiny. And if I touch it, it's going to leave my prints like crazy. But I felt along this edge, that is super thin. And I really like 14C28N for kitchen knives. So that's really cool. And these handle scales come off, which can be a really good thing for kitchen knives too. Like, it's normally not a kitchen knife thing. I'm assuming they come off because they got the standard or flat screw heads there. Yeah, not very heavy. It's a pretty light knife for the size of it. Yeah, big, full flat grind. There we go. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a full review of this or not. I reviewed a number of TwoSun kitchen knives already, and the videos don't do great on the reviews because most guys come to this channel for other reasons. So I tend to give them away to family members and stuff. So we'll see. I'll decide what I'm going to do with this. But it comes in, you know, a nice proper case for shipping. And of course, you know, it's because of this thing here. I'll have to take this all the way off. So that way it can sit safely in your drawer. Or of course, if it fits in your butcher block or whatever. Your knife block, I mean. You can do that too. So, yeah, there you go. We'll see what I'm going to do about this. And for now, let's put it to the side. So obviously, these two knives are going to be folding knives. So let's do the other fixed blade knife from Ruike Knives. And this is F186 MN for brown. And yeah, Phoenix Light is the company that owns Ruike Knives, but it's a subsidiary or a sibling in some ways to Real Steel and Sanren Mew, at least made in the same factory by the same people. That's been very clear from the start. Nice thick foam there. By the way, in Canada, you can get Ruike knives directly from Ruike Knives Canada. Or, of course, fixed blades are totally safe to import from outside of Canada. And I think the Ruike guys in Canada, the store, you know, they're having a slowdown for some reason in getting their stuff in. So if you can't find what they have on that site, then yeah, check out White Mountain Knives. Now, this comes in two colorways, I think. I decided to get this nice colorful one. It's got a Coyote Kydex sheath and a nice dangle option for the sheath. I like that. Yeah, Ruike always puts this tag on there. Nice big push off there. And yeah, straight back knife, big belly on there. Big sharpener's choil in here. You got that nice coyote coating on the blade, coyote color, a little bit of jimping there. You got that brown micarta. Oh, that suits my hand quite well. Yep. I don't know if I want... Yep, I just poked myself. There you go. See, I poked myself. Just a tiny bit of blood. Don't want to grab up there. And, yeah, some pinch choils here, or whatever you want to call these little cutaways there to get pinch grip. Steel sticking out the back. It's even tapered a little bit. Don't know if I'd want to pry with... No, it's doesn't come thin enough there. But yeah, good looking knife. Good looking knife. A little bit, you know, shipping residue left on it. And the steel on this is D2. And D2, you know, I don't mind if it's coated. I generally don't like coated blades, but D2 being coated is not a problem because, you know, that helps protect it from corrosion. Although where I live, we don't get a corrosion too easily, even on carbon steel, especially a D2, which has a fair bit of chromium in it. It's still technically carbon steel, but it's pretty good. Nice rounded G10, not G10. My brain is just really having a problem these last days, this micarta. It's a a little thinner than I was expecting this way, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. And this sheath, I really like dangle carry. And you've got these nice buckle, that nice buckle there, so it gives it very good freedom. And, oh, that retention. That's not coming out unless you want it to. And let's see. Well, you're hearing this rattle, but that's a nice tight fit. So yeah, put that to the side. Let's clean up our table here a little bit, make some more room here, because we're also going to unbox these things. And we'll do the Harnds last. Kubey. Do I need to put a bandage on that? Doesn't really need it. Maybe I'll just hold it for a minute. Okay, you guys go get yourself a sandwich and a drink. Well, no, I'm not just going to hold this. I'll hit pause on the video and come back. All right, I just put some super glue on there, but then it was bright red even through the super glue, so I just put a little marker over it, so shouldn't get any hits for blood and gore on the video. Ooh, the red guy. I guess the other color was out of stock, perhaps. The red guy. This is the Kubey KU2102C. And let's come back to my car and open this up. Still sealed from the factory. That's what you expect. White Mountain Knives does not open up, you know, the knives and stuff. So there you go. 14C28N blade. We've got a half stop, you know, kind of like this guy. You don't often see half stops on backlock knives, but there's the lock back there. Much softer spring than something like this. Like, this is heavy duty, and this is lighter EDC kind of backlock knife. We got a fuller there. Yeah. Interesting. I haven't looked around for people's reviews on this knife, but I don't think there's that many out there. So a lot of people stay away from backlock knives. Now this might be a really nice little EDC. Yeah. Well, I didn't check out who the designer is. I'll put that on the screen. But this is, you know, way back at the back, the lock, kind of like a Buck 110, way at the back. And pocket clip goes on either side. You got a lanyard hole. Yeah, and a deep carry clip. And since it's Kubey, it's got to come at least 4 different colorways, probably even more. And let's bring it a little closer to the camera there to take a better look at it. So it's not quite a full flat grind. It's a flat grind up into the fuller, but then we've got the flat sides here. And not a super deep knife this way. That's maybe 3/4 of an inch. I don't have a measuring device handy right here. Probably a tiny bit under 3/4 of an inch. Well, pretty close to it. Not quite, under 2 centimeters, I would say right there. We'll see when I do the full measurements. Not very heavy, and it looks kind of blocky, square, you know, a rectangle with a little bit of a, you know, cutout here, and but rounded over edges. T8 screws. Yeah. So we got a stop pin that goes right through this screw that hits right there in the sharpener's choil, which means you can close it as hard as you want and the edge is going to stay safe. This might be a good little user too. You know, regular light use kind of and heavy use kind of. Both of these are with 14C28N. So there you go, the Kubey 2102. Let's take a look at this Harnds, and that'll be it for this video. This is the Harnds TIMBERWOLF. Oh, so this is going to be a backlock as well. So I didn't get any slippies in this. This guy's in D2, and yeah, lockback, backlock, however you want to say it. I think White Mountain Knives had them in 3 different colorways. I think they still got one colorway in stock right now as I'm recording this. Hopefully they'll have it later on too. But this is sort of a front, it's past the midway point, backlock up here. You know, see how this backlock's way at the back? You know, and this schnitzel's got it, you know, a third of the way up. There's all kinds of different ways to do that. And this guy's up here. Let's see, we've got a thumb stud here. I like that. And we'll see if we can do a nice roll out. G10 and yeah, two-way pocket clip. Some jimping on the back spacer here, some jimping on the spine of the handle up here as well, going all the way across the back spring and the liners and the G10. So let's open this guy up. Yeah, that rolled out quite well. We've got a slight recurve here, nice big belly, drop point blade, stonewash on the flats, and satin finish right there. Kind of like that. That looks nice. And, you know, it fits in the hand. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Same thing, we've got a stop pin in there that hits right before the cutting edge. So you can just slam it closed. Blade alignment's right in there. And this is more like what I'm used to on backlock knives. There's no sort of half stop. That's kind of nice. Kind of happy with that. There's skeletonizing on the liners. I should check these things. Yeah, the balance point is right over your index finger right there. This guy, the balance point is right there. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know if I showed the balance point of this guy when I made the unboxing video. It's right there. Not bad. Not bad. And yeah, sure, let's show this guy too. That's right there. That's right where your finger goes to. It's not quite up front like that. So we've got some D2 and we've got some 14C28N here. That's all we got today in steels. And I'm not going to show you the chef's knife again. I think I carried it upstairs with me already when I went to fix that little spot. And nice. Nice indeed. Let's see. That feels like, subjectively, probably a little under 20 thou. And this is going to be a little over 20 thou, especially at the tip. And it gets less so here, so that's not bad. That's actually a different unboxing. I got to make that video. Oh, this one's nice and thin. That's like 17, 18 thousandths of an inch. Maybe a little bit less. A bit more at the tip again, but that's to be expected. Oh, there's a swedge up here as well. That's a pretty knife. We'll see how well this coating holds, but Ruike does some good stuff. And yeah, looking forward to this guy. Yeah, looking forward to reviewing that. So we got these three basically in this unboxing, plus the TwoSun kitchen knife that I had. So there you go. Have you got any of these? Have you tried any of these? What do you think of these? And let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you again next time on Canadian Cutting Edge. But until then, remember friends, always, well, I'll use this guy. Cut towards your chum, not your index finger or your thumb. Bye for now.